Good evening, everyone. It's illogical here. This past week has been a very difficult for us all, but none more so than for some fans in Sweden. During a matchup for the Euro Cup qualifier in Brussels against Belgium, 2 fans in the game lost their lives due to a tragic incident. We, basically on behalf of the sportscaster, we give all our condolences to the victims, families that were impacted, the friends, family, and loved ones for all those impacted, as well as the Swedish FA, the Swedish national team, and the Swedish supporters. We are all supporters, and we are all one. Soccer unites the world. And thanks to Health, we do have a little tribute for us to play.
Hey everyone, Health here. Earlier this week, Sweden and Belgium were competing in a Euro 2024 qualifying match in Brussels. However, before the match began, 2 of the Swedish supporters were murdered. As of this time, our thoughts and prayers go to the families of the deceased, the Swedish national team, the Swedish FA, and the Swedish supporters. We will ring the bell 10 times as well as play the Swedish national anthem before the intro today. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, it's time for the war of the dumbass shitposters.
By American and Canadian copyright laws, any video clip shown within the podcast, be it with or without sound, is under fair use and/or fair dealing for purpose of our reactions. Also, prepare for salt mines to explode from all involved. Don't take what we say seriously, unless you are an insult to the term fucking idiot.
Welcome to the shit show!
Hi, everybody.
What's wrong with British stuff? I've been far gone.
I'm Tom Grassi, and you're watching The Sports Disaster. This is Tom Grassi, and this is 30 and 30, and you're watching Illogical Canadian.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We're not even... We have not even started yet. I'm getting
already meowed.
Oh, fuck. We're getting the...
We're not
Anyway.
doing it for Halloween
Word.
week. Oh,
I should
H2A.
fucking
All right.
H2A.
Anyways,
H2A.
welcome. Welcome to the
H2A
illogical
wants the floor.
takeover
H2A
of the
wants the
sports
floor.
disaster. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the sports disaster, the illogical takeover. I'm your host again, illogical Canadian. I got the tits of the sweat selves, who's probably freezing his ass off. We got Josh, we got Al, we
I
got
have
everybody.
Sour Patch Kids.
Wow.
I'm out of Sour Patch
Yeah,
Kids.
Fuck. Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself?
Yes.
Do we?
No, you're not.
Yes, the bag is empty.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Topics. We got baseball, we got hockey, we got football, we got
oh
whatever
my
the
God.
fuck, because there's so much to talk about. We're gonna try to do this in a
Football.
for once an organized fucking manner. But let's start with what probably the more important sport right now because of active games going on. We got baseball. Game 5 of the ALCS is just about wrapped up, I believe, from Arlington.
No,
And-
Altuve just hit a bomb to give the Astros a 5-4 lead
Oh, never mind then. I guess that game's gonna be
in
continued
the top
on.
of the ninth.
Yep. Also, we're using a name system to buzz in. It's okay.
Why do you think I was using my username initials?
Oh, okay. But
Makes sense that
Well,
I say
no.
say
Well, no,
H2A now.
yep. You have the floor.
To be fair, this is, and I might as well say this as a special announcement. This is the last Friday episode that we're going to be doing for a while. Oh, we might come back to it, but right now, effective October 31st, which is Halloween, we're going on Tuesdays going forward.
Yep. Because we all got our own reasonings for it. We all got shit going on. I do streams on Twitch and YouTube with Duck. Jocelyn does her brewing stuff. Alan does Alan things.
Billy,
I am my own.
I don't know.
To be fair,
Hey,
look at the bottom card.
It's like
Pull your
No
head
one's,
out of
doing-
your ass.
use the name system, or the next time it's the drone strike. And Sarah, I'm guessing, is doing double streaks because Sarah likes those.
also, I might as well say this. I should have said this before. The drone strikes were banned, and from the start.
Well, you did not make that informed, so therefore that was your own fault.
Josh would
But
like to
right now, there's
Jocelyn's on the floor. Jocelyn's on the floor.
Considering what is considering the current geopolitical hellscape that is happening in the Middle East right now, I feel like we should probably refrain from making jokes about drone strikes.
I've already banned
You're
the drone strike jokes from the Haters Cup stuff because of that.
Yeah.
So.
Also, let's
Here, here.
let's just be real with ourselves. The drone strike jokes have sort of they've sort of gotten old.
I mean,
It's not about as fast
I
as
mean,
illogical with the two tight ends.
Okay.
So.
I
I was
said
gonna
we were
say
doing
two
the
tight ends
fucking
is
name
kind-
system.
two
Jesus
tight ends
Christ.
Also, yeah.
All right,
And
let's
you
get
wonder
back
why I
to
don't give a crap about the name system.
Exactly, Hov is correct.
Swear to God, I'm talking to fucking school children.
Anyways, I would like to
ALCS
Yeah,
is
talk.
in the
logical.
top of the-
Pot calling the kettle black.
I'd like to talk.
Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
in Texas,
Anyone that keeps interrupting me, I'm gonna start fucking muting people. Shut up. ALCS is in the middle of the ninth because the top of the ninth just got done. Astros up 5-4. Altuve with the bomb to make it a 5-4 game. And this is game 5 of the ALCS. I don't know who's due up for Texas, but I can check that. It is Garver, Heim, and Simeon up to bat for Texas. And I thought I just heard a fucking fire drill coming from Jocelyn Darm.
Yeah, that game
Over in the NLCS. Over in the NLCS, this game is underway. Diamondbacks and Phillies top of the first. There is a man on with one down. Turner's at the bat at 0-2.
No, Phil.
No, Diamondbacks, sliver.
Okay. But Bryce Harper needs one.
Yeah, fair enough, but he needs it to left field.
Okay, and every Nationals fan in existence would like that not to happen, even though they have their own ring. So, you know.
Oh, fuck the Nationals.
And the Nationals say, fuck you too.
All right, but I know Jocelyn earlier did mention before the show that something happened in the Rangers-Astros game. Josh, would you like to go ahead and present?
What is it? Apparently, there. Wait, didn't I think it was actually Alan that said this, but apparently there was a.
Yeah, I know you did bring it up first.
Brought it up. I elaborated on it.
Yeah.
To put it so.
I'll actually let Alan and talk about it because he actually knows more about it than I do. I guess I
guess I kind of know the gist of it, but it's what.
So Texas's Atlas Garcia rocked a 3-run bomb to give Texas the lead in this game. Of course, before the Altuve shenanigans. And then, so last inning, he gets hit by a pitch. Now, apparently, Atlas pimped when he hit the home run. Which, honest to God, if you are a supporter of the unwritten rules, get your Tony La Russa ass the fuck up out of this sport. Stop trying to make it not fun. Stop. Enough. But Garcia gets hit, and he starts drawing at the catcher, and bases get fucking cleared. The guy who threw the pitch, Bobby Abreu, out of the game. Astro manager Dusty Baker, out of the game. And then Garcia apparently got thrown out of the game too, which is like, bruh, he's the one that got hit. And it wasn't really a fight, it was more of a skirmish. It's just like everybody fucking cleared out just to try and keep it from being a fight. It was more words than anything else. And still, fuck the unwritten rules. Stop trying to make the game not fun. Leave everybody alone. Jesus.
Here's my counter to the unwritten rules part. They're there for gentlemen reasons. They're not there because they're not
anymore. It's old arcade bullshit.
Who cares?
From the fucking 70s and 80s.
Who cares?
Again, I will go back to what happened to Yerman Mercedes like 2 fucking years ago. And because since I bring up Tony La Russa, Mercedes hits a home run off of a fucking position player in a blowout game because what the fuck else are you gonna do? Why not? Just go for it. Who cares? I would do the same thing if I had any sliver of fucking talent. And La Russa afterward talks all this shit, says that the family's gonna deal with all this other stuff, and then Mercedes gets hit next game, and La Russa's like, I got no problem with it. What? Are you out of your mind? That's bullshit of the highest order.
Let's go. A majority of the league care about it. That's why they enforce it. If people would not like it. Listen, people would not like it if it was a written rule. Unwritten rules are meant. I swear to God, if you interrupt me one more fucking time.
No. This again, it pisses me off because the unwritten rules should not exist. They shouldn't.
Well, I was trying to get my point in, and I don't need you to fucking interrupt me. So I'm gonna ask you again.
Well, your point at this point is invalid because the unwritten rules should not fucking exist. That's the problem.
No,
they hurt the game. And you got these old heads that will pull their heads out of their asses.
Okay. Do not interrupt me.
That's the point here.
All right.
Do not interrupt me while I'm talking.
Okay.
Because the next step is a 5-minute mute. That's the next one I'm taking. Do not interrupt. I swear to Christ.
Josh would like one, would like a 30
please,
seconds.
Please.
All right. So my take on the unwritten rules. All right, so you know Fernando Tatis, is one of the biggest stars in baseball to kick off the 2020s. You know how he got. You know what was one of the biggest defining moments of his career? Breaking the unwritten rules. Honestly, the unwritten rules only serve to only serve as a means to protect the feelings of pitchers. One of the most and pitchers are quite possibly the most babied, coddled, and spineless fucking positions in any sport ever. Pitchers are fucking crybabies. Pitchers are fucking crybabies. You got your team into a 15-1 hole. You fucking deal with the consequences. You fucking hack. Shut the fuck up about it's mean. Yeah, of course it's mean. It's a fucking competitive sport. You're a fucking adult. Well, you should be better than this.
Also, what do you expect to happen when you throw a fucking meatball down the middle of the plate?
Exactly. I think this is the point that Alan has been trying to make, by the way, is the whole thing.
Right. Well,
anyways,
runners.
Sorry.
On. Yeah, that's all right. But
runners on first and second for the Rangers. When I was saying that Garver, Heim, and Semien is not good, however, Garver and Heim are on. Josh H. Smith is the pinch runner, and Semien just got out. So it's one away now with runners at second.
So two on, one down. Got it.
Two on, one down, and Corey Seager, who's up. Double play ball will end the game.
Right. So, like, on my position on the unwritten rule thing, it's like this. I've had to deal with unwritten rules for my time in sports and everything. I always stand by it no matter fucking what. I always stand by them because it shows respect for not only your teammates, but also for the opposing team and for the game itself. Because if you do not have these unwritten rules, it basically shows that you have, basically, from the way that we understood them, when I played in basically big league soccer, it basically made it seem like you had no respect towards the other team or for your own teammates, for your own comrades. The whole point was to really just show integrity for our sport. That was the point of them. Other leagues may differ. I'll grant you that. Other leagues may differ. Alan, put that middle finger down before you shove it where you don't want it to be shoved.
Let's shove it right back up yours. Fuck you. No. If you want integrity, all that, that's what the actual rule book is for. As Josh said, the unwritten rules are there to coddle and to fucking protect people who don't fucking deserve it. It's not just the pitchers. It's these old-headed fucking managers and old-headed assholes that, that want to keep the game, that want to hold the game back. When you have all these young stars that are trying to bring the game forward, and, if they want to pimp after home run, fucking pimp that shit. Because that's what young kids are going to see, and they're going to fucking love that shit. They don't want to see these fucking unwritten rules. They don't want that. That's not what these younger generations want to see. They want to see fun. They want to see excitement because it draws them in. Having these unwritten rules and trying to enforce them is going to push kids away.
You know what's one of the biggest unwritten rules in baseball? You can't admire your own home run. What kind of bullshit is that? That you cannot spend too much time admiring your own home run. So you're telling me it's my first home run in what is to be a story.
If it's your first home run, that's understandable. If it's a milestone home run, that's absolutely understandable. That's something I would have done too. If it was my first home run, if it was a milestone home run in any category, I would be doing the same thing. Because you want to see, you want to look at it, you want to admire it. It's like a piece of art. I get it. Unwritten rules in sports are kind of like not a gentleman's club, but more of a formality. It's not to hold anyone.
I'm bunting to break up a no-hitter.
Unwritten rules are to, I guess, show. I guess they're just there as a formality, not a gentleman's club, but as a formality. You may say what you want about. You may say what you want.
Unwritten rules.
You may want to. You may say that people. You may say this maybe hold somebody back from whatever, but they're very because let's say an example of that big lead. Yeah, okay, big lead. You don't want to run out the score. In that case, what? Okay, there's no mercy rule, so the score can just run up as much as it wants. Because who the fuck needs a mercy rule in professional sports? It's fair because you're already up big, and they're not going to waste their pictures to put up a position player. At that point, unwritten rules serve here to act as a way to not embarrass the other team. That's the point. You don't want to embarrass anybody.
You've already embarrassed yourself if you put yourself in that fucking situation. Look at Miami versus Denver, 70-20. That's on Denver's defense for not doing jack and shit. And the offense for not keeping up. And they weren't fucking crying. They weren't. They took their loss and they moved on. I don't understand why this is a problem.
Ball game over. Astros win. They head back to Houston up 3-2, and they won all 3 games in Texas. This series is Jover.
No, this series is the 2019 World Series.
Okay. I would like to talk.
Can I talk first at least before Josh? You can have a throw at it.
No, I'm saying that Helv would like to. Helv,
Thank you.
Saying that you would like to talk.
Thank you. And with that said, I understand where some points the unwritten rules and the written rules seem like a farce in its own right. And honestly, I really don't give a crap. That's my take. And if you guys don't think about that one coming from the side of a referee, it makes total sense. I really don't care.
I was in your shoes, Helv. That's why I understand it.
I would also like to
Josh, has the floor.
I feel like we've already. I feel like we've spent quite enough time talking about the unwritten rules to the point where honestly I don't even know which unwritten rule was broken and to initiate the fight that happened in the 8th inning. But I feel like maybe one more point about unwritten rules, if anybody has one, and then maybe we can go on into hockey if there's nothing else in baseball because I also got to go in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna actually switch now. We are actually going to switch from baseball to hockey.
And I would also actually
we also do have some checking my shit because I don't want to get this wrong.
I know that this week we did lose someone.
We do have an active game we do have 2 active games in progress right now. We'll start with this one. Flames and Blue Jackets right now are in the 2nd period. Jackets have 1-0 thanks to a goal from Sean Corrali. Jackets are currently on the power play with 8 minutes to go. The second game is in the 1st intermission. Devils Islanders at 1-1. And goals from Brock Nelson from New York and Dougie Hamilton from New Jersey.
All right. Now, with that said, can I at least go with what I'm about to say? Because we do have a unit lost already within the season. Good one and bad. Kirby Doc's out.
Did you almost say Derby Cock?
No, we do not go there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I was trying to go for Kirby Doc.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Helv, get your mind out of the gutter.
Did you really just throw condoms?
Yes, I did. Now I would actually like a small to make a small clip. Tanner.
There's so many questions.
Tyler Bertuzzi, Matt Bowman, Ryan Reeves. How they working out for you so far this season with like
not terrible. I've seen worse.
Okay, enough. It wasn't fun.
I've seen worse out of those 2. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not disappointed with their performance at all. I actually kind of think they're not doing too bad.
I can barely hear you over health.
I was just gonna say, what's it called? Bertuzzi's been all right for us. He hasn't been with the biggest X factor, but he has gotten us a couple of goals and points and all that shit. Can't be too mad with that.
5 penalties through 3 games.
And he's injured.
Hey, what's up? Ryan Reeves, tough guy. What do you expect? He's a tough guy on the team. Don't think it was worth the contract he got, but it was okay, I guess.
backed off last game.
Yeah, definitely backed off last game. But other than that, too, there's also been who did you say the other one was? Max Domi?
Yeah.
I think his gameplay can be definitely be tweaked. I think his gameplay can be tweaked a little bit. Like I said, like it's so early in the season, new team, new style of everything. So I guess I'm not overly concerned as of right now. But
here's the thing. Here's what I want to say quickly. Tyler Bertuzzi had last game against Florida. He had the perfect chance for redemption. And considering he scored the most points of any player on the Bruins in the playoffs last season. 5 goals, 5 assists for 10 points in 7 games. That's insane. And he did nothing. Max Domi in a game against the Blackhawks, his former team, that's when you expect him to bring out the big guns. He does nothing. Ryan Reeves has sort of been not really doing much. Do you bring up Pontus Holmberg to move him down a little bit? That's certainly a question. The main thing that's really getting to me, and I know 4 games in, there's still 78 to play. You guys, I do not have any doubts in my mind that Toronto is going to be a good team in the season. But the thing is, you guys spent a decent amount this offseason in bolstering a gritty and in your face offense while throwing all caution of defense to the wind. And you essentially turned yourselves into the Toronto version of the Florida Panthers. And then when push came to shove, every single part of that gritty core completely just curled up into a ball and waited for Daddy to bail them out. If this is what bringing grit to Toronto is like, I am not impressed so far.
Again,
and I get
new GM too, because for whatever reason, Brady Shanahan thought it was a good idea to fucking fire Dumbass for some reason, which I'll still know.
We're not going over. That's a whole shit show in itself.
No, we are not going over that.
Said it last LFR. Too much of previous Leafs teams are still in this team this year. It's 4 games in, but yet it feels like same old Leafs. And anybody would know that it's Danny.
My honest opinion at this point, at least the Canucks are in a decent mood at this point.
Right.
Yeah, for now, until you blow your shit yet again.
To basically say, screw it, going across the 49.
But,
you know why I'm saying that, joke. You know why I'm saying that.
Don't talk too much shit on the team that has Elias Pettersson and also Elias Pettersson.
You
Fair enough.
Your own failures. But where did that lead you?
Why are you doing the whip?
To be fair, I did step into that.
Right, yeah, no. I guess Dango was saying last LFR, maybe put Domi back at center because he's not doing shit on the wings. On the wing, I should say. Not the wings. He's not a Red Wing. At some point, you got to bring Nick Robertson up and just let him do what he's got to do. Yep. But the problem is why we don't spend a lot on defense is because we spent so much on the fucking forward core. I honestly, bro, honest to God, by the deadline, if Nylander is not signed by the trade deadline, fucking trade him and get something on defense, please. Got it? Because I don't think he's gonna stay here. I really don't.
Future Boston Bruin.
No, he's not going to Boston. Fuck you.
Yes, he is. Fuck you.
Fuck you too. No, he's gonna have to get. The thing is someone's gonna pay up for Nylander and then sign him. And look,
the Bulls don't have the cap for Nylander anyway.
It's kind of flash you have to pay for getting Bertuzzi.
Shut up.
What Boston doesn't have the cap for Nylander anyway, so that wouldn't work.
How many teams do? And they finagle around it anyway.
Speaking of
the
Boston,
cap is a fucking time constraint or whatever the fuck.
speaking of Boston, before I head out, can I quickly do like a little bit of a thing for the Bruins?
I guess.
All right. So yesterday, Bruins played their first game in like 5 days. It felt like 3,000 years. But our best prospect, Matt Patra, finally did not really have that great of a game last night. But you know who did? Johnny Beecher, the only player who has ever given me a puck. Thank you, Tanner, for the idea for that sign, by the way. But in any case, Johnny Beecher finally gets his first point as in the NHL with a really good assist on a Brad Marchand goal. Honestly, this Bruins core, it's fine. The only thing that is worrying me right now is their lack of an ability to finish. They're getting net front opportunities. But my God, the opportunities that they're getting, you swear that this team should be able to put up like 5-6 goals in game, but they always fucking choke at the height of the tension. But hey, we're still 3-0, and we're just, I guess maybe I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, but at the same time, but I'll call it cautiously optimistic is what I will say about this Bruins team. Is I am cautiously optimistic. And with that, I am gonna head out because I have to get my laundry, and then I am going to go to D&D. I will see you guys on Halloween, where this is making a full-time appearance.
Oh Christ!
Look, it's Halloween. You expect me not to pull out all the stops?
I know.
Problem is we're not doing a Halloween stream, so.
All right, I'll see you nerds later. Peace.
All right, so we got.
I think we can.
Let's see.
Can we stop talking? Can we stop hockey now and just go straight into football?
NFL football, we can.
Not the NFL one. Not the NFL.
I have that planned for next segment right after this one.
Okay, fine.
So NFL football, week 6, time's out. I'm actually gonna get up a tier maker. We're doing this.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Give me a minute.
And I know we're doing this just before week 7, too. Yay!
The point being,
no one gives a crap about week 7. No one gives 2 craps about week 7.
I'm just making the categories right now. So,
and Tyler Toffoli gets his first goal as a New Jersey Devil on the power play, and it's 2-1.
See.
All right. With that said,
wait,
I'm getting the. I'm just making a tier thing. I'm just.
Yeah. Should I just go into like international football while you're doing this?
I'm really almost done. I'm literally on the last bit right now.
Okay. So, hang on. Did you follow the tier list rule?
I went with a different one this time because I will just fucking fun on the fly.
Fair enough.
Do it on the fly.
Just remember next time, guys, we're just gonna have to follow the football rule.
Oh, do they not give points to goalies if they get assists or goals?
All right,
no,
all right, we're at it right now.
They don't.
And we're doing this. And we're doing this. We're basically acting as if Thursday Night Football had not happened. So let's start with New Orleans.
What's the tiers?
We got Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl favorites, playoff contenders, playoff hopefuls, scraping for wild card, flat tire football, absolute shit show, sell the team, and chucked into the fire. They're not good.
Wild
I
card.
think they're gonna fly.
Wild card.
Okay, who is
For
it?
Saints.
Yeah.
Mid.
What do you think, Alan? Jonesy, what would you classify as mid?
Hold on. Let me bring up YouTube.
Flat
so I
tire
can-
football?
Where is this being streamed on YouTube? Your channel?
No,
No,
TSD,
I'm in TSD.
Oh shit! I need to find the link to that then.
Hang on, let me look.
Oh, I don't think we ever posted them. Oh, what
No,
the
because I
fuck?
was gonna say I cannot, because I'm on my laptop, so I can't really see it fully. And the Islanders just tied it. with
You know what?
Nelson
Screw it.
second.
Flat. I'm gonna say flat.
You
Sure,
say flat. Alan agree? Higher, lower?
Sure.
Pete Carmichael is
All right.
fucking atrocious.
So Saints against flat tire football, even though they did whatever. Next one we got the Dolphins. I think these guys are Super Bowl favorites. They play good.
I say
they look
playoff. I say
good.
playoff. I say playoff.
No, they're definitely Super Bowl favorites. Like, look at them. They look good. They play good.
Fair
They
enough.
do good. Like they have
But-
a good fucking record. Tied for top of the league with the record 5-1. Marquee matchup against the fucking Eagles on Sunday night.
The reason why I'm saying not really, saying like competitive, because usually if it is the case, we're usually gonna sneak another AFC or NFC team in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying.
We'll do two of each.
Fair enough, and I will say Super Bowl. The
next thing we got here is the Ravens. This team is kind of a mess. And that's not even because of their own fault. It's not even their own fault. It's because of fucking injuries.
I'm just gonna say flat.
Their medical staff
And they're
can't
kind
keep
of
their players
fucked because
healthy.
they have Detroit this week.
Flat.
Alan?
Sure.
No, you got a recommendation. You can.
Help said it, so sure.
I said flat.
You can make your own. You can make your own suggestions too. You don't have to agree.
Well, I agree. So,
All right. Okay, so I guess we can do flat as well. Cincinnati, coming off 2 straight wins. They're looking to somewhat get back into the fight this week. And I have no idea who the fuck they're playing this week. That's my fault. Unless they're on a fucking bye.
I don't think there's buys in week 7.
There is buys in week 7.
Okay.
And the Bengals are indeed on bye.
Okay. Then you're
So
gonna.
I guess, honestly,
yeah,
I
Joe
think Cincinnati, if they can keep the momentum going for the rest of the season, they could
Maybe.
be a playoff team. That's why I feel
For right
like
now, I'm gonna say wild. I'm gonna say wild. I'm gonna be
All right,
low
well,
optimistic.
Sarah, you have an opinion?
Sarah.
What?
Do you have an opinion?
Sorry, I was posting something.
All right. But do you think they think of one and scraping, or do you think they should go somewhere else?
Let me take a look. What team is it?
Cincinnati.
And where are the two that we're putting them between?
Health suggested scraping for wild card. I don't know if you had another idea for him.
No, I think they'll probably win their division. I mean, it's gonna be them or Baltimore that wins the division, so I'd probably put them in the wild card tier.
Wild card tier. And
Yeah.
Alan.
I mean, playoff
all the way
hopeful
up
because apparently that's above wild
Just go all
card.
the way. Just go all the way down the hall.
So I'll keep it on wild card for now because they still have room for improvement. They're 3-3. They're heading into a break week. It's a good chance for them to kind of recuperate. I do not think there's an argument for this team, gents. Just throw them
Say
here
it.
and just move on.
Say it.
They're being
Say
chucked
it.
into the fucking fire because the
Who are you
ride
talking
never
about?
fucking dies. Denver.
Oh yeah, just throw them into the tire fire.
Just throw them into
Fire
the
and
fire. There's no argument.
Treat them
Next
like
up
the
we
War
got-
of 1812.
Yep. Next thing we got is the Giants. They suck.
Flat.
Unfortunately, there are many winnable games for them upcoming over the next few weeks, so they're about to ruin the tank.
As long as it's
my projection for them is absolute shit show.
They're gonna end up being mid. They're not gonna be in the playoffs, but they're not gonna suck enough to get the top pick. Yeah.
Well, Sarah's suggesting flat tire. I'm suggesting absolute shit show.
I said
okay.
flat.
Here's why it's flat tire, and I mean Tyrod Taylor has looked way better than fucking Daniel Jones has. This is the next few weeks for the Giants. Commanders, Jets, Raiders, Dallas, and Dallas has looked pretty mid. Patriots, Packers. Oh, sorry, Commanders again after the Cowboys. Then the Patriots, Packers, Saints, and then to end the year, you get a death schedule again with 2 games against the Eagles and against the Rams.
Okay.
There are a lot of winnable games there for the Giants.
Alan, you can cause a tie here. You can cause a tie here. What do you want to go with?
I said flat.
Yeah. Sarah and Hell said flat. I say shit show.
You realize if you tie, you have to do the coin toss, right?
I know.
That's the thing. The thing is with the Giants is they always fucking tease the fans. When they're doing bad. They usually do too bad to be good to be in the playoffs, but they usually do too good to win the number 1 pick.
Alan, please.
My table.
I already said shit. They are shit.
All right, so I'm gonna put them right here for right now because I gotta pull up the coin flip. So,
how is that coin flip? That's 3-on-1.
Oh, I thought you fucking said
2-on-2.
No, I said shit. I said they are
absolute shit show.
Yeah, so it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's 2-2.
Okay, just
all right, so heads is shit, tails is mid, and they're going to mid.
Okay.
All right. Next team, the Vikings. We got.
I'm gonna say scrape.
I don't know about Minnesota. They're 2-4. They do not look organized as they were last season. And
also Justin Jefferson's injured.
Hold on, Sarah. Let's go. I will be honest about something. If you told me that San Fran versus Minnesota on Monday night was exciting, it was going to happen in this week last year, I would have been excited for it. This year, not so much.
The Vikings are frauds because they kept winning 1-score games last season and almost got their asses fucking blown up by the Colts, but then the Colts remembered they were taking and fucking gave it back. They can't win 1-score games this year, and you lost Justin Jefferson, and Kirk Cousins won't leave because he won't waive his no trade. So you're fucked.
So are you suggesting absolute shit show or sell the team?
Well, they are their definition, the purple incarnation of Satan, so therefore they are in hell.
Oh, you're chucking them into the fire.
Yes.
Oh, hell?
Yep, they're right down there with the Bears, and the Packers aren't that far ahead.
All right, hell. You got a idea? Or do you agree here?
You know what? Chuck them into the fire.
All right, chucking those fuckers into the fire as we speak. Next team we got is the Rams. They're kind of on a bounce back. They beat Arizona. Yay.
My thinking.
About the fucking Rams?
Remember. All right, hang on. I gotta say something here as a fan of one of the opposition teams to this idiot. And to be fair, these guys are basically the same level as us at this point. So with that said, I'm going to say a complete and total mid-fest. He is a complete and total mid-fest with us.
He's seriously mid. Sarah.
Sarah.
And Sarah's probably fucking off again. God Christ, damn it.
Get back here, you fuck.
What the hell
I
is
feel
going
like
on?
I feel like it's an immortal offense, but I think it's because of the dog.
I will let that slide because that was actually kind of funny. So I'll leave it at flat tire for now. Whatever. Next team is the Bucks.
How well are they doing right now?
We're on the Buccaneers.
Yeah, how well are the Buccaneers right now?
They just got beat by the Lions, but they've been better than I think people thought they'd be. It's the same thing with the Rams. They're better than we thought. Well, the Rams are supposed to be good. So.
Wild card scrape?
Honestly, wild card might be deserving for them.
Mm-hmm. I need to make something to eat.
Go ahead. Next up, Detroit. I'm going to real favorites here. They look fucking phenomenal.
I'm going to play a little bit.
Jared Goff here.
Illogical?
I finished my point real quick. So, Jared
All right,
Goff,
you make your point, but I'm going to make another point.
I wasn't done.
For a step
I wasn't done.
Fair enough.
So, Jared Goff has had a career renaissance this season. Samuel Porter's been doing good. Among Us, St. Brown's been having a career year. Though they have had some injury issues. I still think Detroit could very well, if everything else goes to plan for the rest of the season, they very could well make it to the Super Bowl for the first time, barring any setbacks.
And here I go with my basic thinking, but at this point in time, I think they're just well off as a playoff contender for right now. No, I don't think it's anything to worry about because we do have to name someone else.
Okay, so we're going 2 teams per.
But yeah, if I see you want, but overall, it's a half and half for me. So count me as a half vote.
No,
half vote for both.
Sarah's not even here, so I can't.
So
Alan's making food.
Yeah.
So I'll just give you for now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I've been dealing with it.
All right, now Chicago. I'm just going to go ahead and chuck it to the fire and move on to San Francisco.
Nope, we're sell it to the team.
Oh, you're going to sell the team.
Sell the team.
Yeah.
Sell the team.
San Francisco.
Super Bowl.
Wow. San Francisco. Wow. Even after that loss to fucking Cleveland?
It's either that or a playoff contender.
Honestly, Detroit looks better than fucking San Fran did.
Fair enough. So I'm going to say contender. They're at the most.
Yeah. Next thing we got is Philadelphia. How the fuck do you lose to the Jets?
But still, Super Bowl.
Yeah, and honestly, they looked a lot better than San Fran. But honestly, though, Philadelphia's a good team. Raiders, I think it's fair enough to say they're selling the team.
Yep.
I do not think you disagree with me on that one at all. Next up is Green Bay.
Ooh.
Green Bay is an absolute shit show.
Shit show or worse. Sell more stocks.
I think shit show is a perfect description.
Sell more stock.
Jesus Christ,
correct?
Background noise.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go. The next one is the Washington Commanders. They don't belong and sell the team anymore because they already did that. So where should they go now? They're not good, but they're also not bottom of the barrel.
Flat.
Yeah. Monty might have to in that regard. Zona. Just chuck them into the fucking fire. Steelers. And don't think they're flat because they have talent. They could be honestly scraping for a wild card. But no, really not. I think they could be a playoff hopeful, Pittsburgh. If everything goes according to plan. And Health is muted, so fuck me. I guess it's just me. That's great. Alright. I'll put Pittsburgh in the playoff hopeful. Buffalo is a Super Bowl favorite. But I'm willing to go as low as playoff contender because, yeah, but I'll keep it about Super Bowl because I think, no, you know what? I will knock them down a peg. They look weaker than last year. Let's be real. They look weaker than last year. They bullshitted their way to that Sunday Night Football win against the Giants. They did not look all that impressive, but at the same time, they're still good.
You understand why I chose to mute, right?
Yeah.
Anyways. Falcons.
Yep. Falcons.
Shite.
Absolute shite. Seahawks.
Shite.
Wow. Okay. No.
And this is coming from the Seahawks fan, too.
Okay.
Or
I'm
shite.
doing this as a Patriots fan. I do not care whether Allen likes it or not. I'm chucking this fucking team into a fire.
I would be right there with you because I know how. I mean, I told you in preseason. I told you on this fucking stream that this team was going to be bad. You didn't want to listen.
Because I had
was
hope.
right, motherfucker. I told you.
Because I had hope.
And guess what? And I know what you did, too. You chose the bandwagon.
For temporary reasons.
You call it temporary. I'm going to say it's probably going to be for life.
Nope.
Yeah, no, dude. That's bullshit.
Nah,
that's bullshit. You stay with it. You ride and you die with this team no matter what.
I'm not going to hear another spiel, so I'm just going to go ahead and just silence. So I said my piece.
The ride ain't going to end until we say it's over.
Next one is Cleveland. Cleveland ups. Basically, Cleveland shocked a lot of people with the fucking win over San Fran.
You get the play. You get scraped. That's it.
So congrats,
scraped.
Cleveland.
That's it.
Yep, that's all you're getting. So you're not complete dog shit. Instead, you are fucking screaming for the wild card. Texans.
For now.
Honestly, the Texans kind of are a playoff hopeful. They have the good, like, CJ Stroud is starting the ball out a little bit. No, hear me out, Health. They could be playoff hopeful. Listen, CJ Stroud is balling out a little bit. Damian Pierce, when he's not good, can run the ball very efficiently. And he can target his receivers very well. And I guess the main receiver there has been, from what I understand, Tank Dell and who's the other guy? There was another one for Houston.
Your mother?
What?
Your mother?
No. You know what I'm talking about. It was freaking
Shut up, it was funny.
Robert Woods, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. Those have been the guys that CJ Stroud's been looking at the most in the year. And I think it's fair to call them a playoff hopeful because they've been actually not terrible. They've got the momentum. They got momentum. But the question is, can they keep it up? That's why I said they're hopeful. That is always subject to change.
Like that said, and now can we at least make sure that the Chiefs go up to at least the Super Bowl, and they can probably get blown out this year.
Dallas. Okay, Dallas's momentum kind of shifted ever since their defensive injuries
Scrape.
started to pile up.
Scrape.
Now, honestly, listen.
Alan, do you agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, fine, but Dallas still has
Scrape of an
momentum
added
after the
side
win
of your
against the
mother.
Chargers. What's it called? Still you want, but Dallas's momentum has shifted a little bit since the defensive injuries, but they're still not overly terrible. It's still good.
Do you want to hear of a carpet? You want to hear of the cardboard carpet I'm wheeling over back inside to give you my sense?
Next up is the Chargers.
What did you just say?
Next up is the Chargers.
I heard someone else. You know what I have to do.
What?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
I didn't hear anything, so I don't know what the fuck
I heard BR bomb drop.
I said Chargers, dumbass.
You were close to saying it, so that's why.
No, I was not. No,
Bullshit.
I was.
Spit.
Yeah, there's shit. But also, Hal, I'm playing this for you because there was nowhere close to that.
Dumbass, 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 dumbasses, dumbass, 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 dumbass.
All right.
Next one is the Jets. Got the shocking win over Philly last week.
Yeah, mid.
They're still kind of mid. Next up is Carolina, and I think we can all agree, gentlemen, chuck them into the fucking fire.
Chuck him in? No. I haven't given him a fate worse than death. Relegate him and bring in St. Louis.
Next up is Tennessee. This is a very up and down team.
Scrape.
Yeah, might be the best spot for him. Indy is up, and I don't know how I feel about Indy.
I'm gonna say scrape again.
They could, but it all depends on how they
Scrape it. Scrape
And
it.
then Jacksonville is a hopeful. And honestly, Jacksonville is a hopeful.
Contender actually. They might.
Contender, okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking they might be a good contender.
Okay, so we do get to move up an NFC team to the Super Bowl. We join the Eagles. We can't just have 2 and 1.
Okay, let me check here. You know what?
I
Yes.
like Detroit.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on Detroit.
So
Hey, but I'm still stating the motto. Bills are probably gonna.
yeah, Bills could very well too. They honestly very well could, but that
That's
is
fucking hilarious. Not with the way that offense has looked the last 2 weeks.
the Lions.
No, the Bills.
Oh, the Bills. Well, that's just health being held and like in the Lions. That's just health.
Well, yeah.
So
the
now
Lions are
I guess we
actually
can
good
get
for
on
once.
to we can get on to football and soccer because there is one piece of news I would like to bring up. Neymar.
Yep. 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 And you know what I have to say?
During a game in the Saudi League, Neymar suffered a torn ACL and a torn MCL, or missed because I'm not sure which one it was. He suffered a torn ACL and a torn meniscus or MCL. I'm not sure which one.
MCL, no, it was a meniscus. I'm trying to remember what
Was
the
it
Saudi club.
He blew
The
out
Saudi
his
club-
knee. That's the point. He blew out his knee.
Yeah, the Saudi club
Yeah.
made a tweet of it, and they made a graphic of the injury. The Saudi club did. I don't know why they did, but they did.
Oh,
Al Hilal.
Might be, I don't know. But yeah, so
Yeah, it's Al
when your
Hilal.
season's done, I would imagine because the injury season's done for him. As Al took it off for almost a year around there. With recovery
Your logo went
right
away.
afterwards. Hell, I could barely fucking hear anything. Jesus Christ and tits.
Skill issue. Deal with it.
No, I could barely hear him.
I wasn't saying anything apart from the fact that the team was Al Hilal.
Oh, no, okay.
Most likely.
Let's go. What other soccer news we have? Because I know, hell, you're that big guy with that. So what do you have?
Well, I can say something regarding to what happened in Brussels as of this moment. Apart from, so apparently UEFA and the associations that were competing at that match decided that they'd keep the score that was abandoned at halftime.
And what was the score?
1-1.
1-1?
Yeah.
All right.
This effectively he just eliminates Sweden at this point.
Eliminated because of tragedy. Fucking brutal.
Unfortunately, yes.
They ought to give Sweden a second chance.
To be fair, and I'm going to be brutally honest on this one, the only way that's going to probably happen is when, and somehow, in some way, most of the teams in the league B path are probably going to get they have to get leapfrogged. So, unfortunately, I do not see any path.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if we got any other soccer things, because I do not know if there is anything else to substantiate continuing this.
Not.
Hang on. MLS decision week is this weekend.
Oh, it is.
Meanwhile, do you want to get the matches that are happening this week for decision week or no?
MLS? Absolutely.
And I'll just do predictions.
All right, let me pull. I'm just gonna read them off my screen. So all these matches are happening tomorrow, and the range from 6. Some of the games are happening at 6 Eastern. Some of them are happening at 9 Eastern. First game, the New England Revolution will play the Philadelphia Union. Philadelphia is in 3rd in the league standings, whereas the Revolution are in 5th.
I'm going to say this.
Like both teams need at least a tie.
Union.
What?
I'm saying Union for the win.
I'll say Revs on this one.
Alan, you're probably not giving a crap.
I don't give two fucking shits about soccer, so.
That's my answer precisely. And Jocelyn. No, not Jocelyn. Jonesy. Sarah.
I don't really care about the MLS.
Fair enough. We'll just do our two. So if it's split, it's just split. Let's move on.
All right, next one, Health. It is New York City FC and Chicago. New York City, they are in 13th, and Chicago is in 11th. So this game really does not matter for New York City unless they get a win. For Chicago, if they get a win, they can get the 8th, barring the Montreal and DC loss.
I'm going to say Chicago wins, but barely.
Yeah, I say Chicago barely survives that. Next game, we got Cincinnati and Atlanta United. Cincinnati, they are at the top of the picture. Atlanta, on the other hand, is in 6th. A win for Cincinnati would secure the conference for them. And,
to be fair, they have already
kind of secured the Supporters Cup.
To be fair, they have already clinched Supporters Shield at this point. They have already clinched Supporters. So this one just proves that they're continuing to support.
So Cincinnati
Shield tribute.
This does not matter.
So I'm choosing, So with that said, either way, this is just to bolster their strength for their first seed.
So I say Cincinnati wins this one too. I think that's a fair one, right? Next one, we got Nashville and the Red Bulls. Nashville is in 7th, and the Red Bulls are in 10th. If the Red Bulls win, again, barring Montreal or DC loss, along with a Chicago
DC
loss.
is already eliminated.
DC's already, but they're 9th.
They are eliminated. There's an E next to their name.
Not on Google, but that's okay.
Not on Google, but on the MLS site. They have been given E for elimination.
Okay. Oh, wait, so they cannot get 8 for 9. 8 for 9 is just out at the point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's looking like, I guess for that one, I'll say Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville seems like the obvious pick here.
Yeah. Next one, it is Columbus and Montreal. Columbus is currently sitting in 4th, whereas Montreal is in 8th.
You know what?
Columbus.
Because I want to make you cringe, I'm going to say the
Columbus goes Montreal on the dick.
And this is where we're splitting. Again. I'm choosing Montreal.
Next one is
how about
Charlotte. Next one is Charlotte and Inter Miami. Charlotte is 12th, Inter Miami is 14th.
Both teams are most likely eliminated at this point.
So this game does not
matter.
This
game does not matter apart from the fact that I think Messi is still playing in this one regardless.
Yep.
And to be fair, we all know Miami. If Inter or Miami has already clinched their probability of continuing to compete in CONCACAF competitions due to them winning the League's Cup.
Right.
So I'm going to say
I'm
going to say Inter Miami.
Next one is Toronto and Orlando City. Toronto is sitting dead last of the pool. Orlando is sitting in second. I think it's an Orlando win. I don't care.
Orlando versus
Toronto.
Oh yeah, you guys won the wooden spoon already.
Yeah, we didn't do anything this season, so just give the win to Orlando. We just move on from there. And that ends it for the 6 o'clock games. 9 o'clock games are as follows, starting with San Jose and Austin. San Jose.
Both teams are eliminated.
Both teams are so San Jose, I'm just looking at, is 9, and Austin is 12.
Austin is already eliminated because reminder, how you lose to a Haitian team.
Yep.
So with that said in mind, I am choosing at this point the Quakes.
All right, so San Jose. I'll go with them as well. Next one is Portland and Houston Dynamo. Dynamo, they are in 4th. Portland is in 7th. But give me the upset with Portland. I love Portland.
I'm saying.
When I was playing youth soccer, one of our team names was the Timbers. And it also seemed.
Did you actually use the Axe logo or no?
Not that I was aware. No, because like youth soccer, we just had the color palettes. That's all we had, not the logos.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, due to Cascadia rivalry system, yada 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 yada, pick goes to Houston.
All right. Next one
goes to the Dynamo.
Is the Swiss Tits taking on LAFC? Swiss Tits are 6th and LAFC is 2nd.
My opinion, I'm just saying this so we can just get a higher seed at home and probably a home clinch at this point. I'm saying Whitecaps all the way, baby.
Yeah, well, I think LAFC might have you guys' number. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
LAFC is just really good. Next up, St. Louis and Seattle. St. Louis is at the top. Seattle is number 3. This is going to be a great game. I honestly think Seattle can play upset here.
You know what? Because I know that this is a very good placement for an expansion team this year, because I believe that this is the first season for St. Louis as well. So with that said, give me St. Louis.
Okay.
Didn't they also have like the number 1 overall pick last year or earlier this year?
Yep, they did.
Yep. Next up, Colorado in Real Salt Lake. I just fucking lost it. Give me a second.
Real Salt Lake.
I'm saying Real Salt Lake because that's how I always knew them growing up.
Well, they're owned by Real Madrid, so it's Real.
Not really. They're not owned by Real Madrid. They're not owned by Real.
Salt Lake is 5th. Colorado is dead last. So I think it's obvious what we go with here, Hell.
Yeah, give me Real.
Yep, give me Salt Lake. Next up, Sporting KC in Minnesota. KC is in 10th. Minnesota's right behind them at 11th. They're actually tied pointless-wise.
This match doesn't really matter. I'm just going to say Minnesota to upend the balance.
Yep, I'll say that too. Next one from there. Actually, this is the last one. Galaxy and FC Dallas. Galaxy are sitting at 13th, and Dallas is sitting at 8th.
Dallas will take the win.
Yep.
They will go to, and my also prediction is Dallas will go up to 7th.
Oh, okay.
And with this.
And that will do that for the soccer.
MLS.
Now, Chaos Ball. Because no Shameful Display this week because of the events in Brussels. So, if you have a sports topic you want to bring up, now's your chance.
Oh, actually, might as well say this because recently the IOC did something very nice this weekend.
Yes, they did.
This last
The Olympic
weekend.
Committee did something very cool. Actually, that was the topic.
So-
actually, I forgot to mention that. That was the next.
Yeah.
topic.
So with that said, I might as well go into this one. So
So go ahead.
So 5 sports are added to LA 2028 this upcoming year. Possibly a 6 going into the core, with the 6th one going probably into the core if 2024 does good. Good. So, that 6th one is probably going to be breaking,
Breaking?
like breakdancing.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yes, there's
For fuck's sake.
yes. However, for the 5 that are going to get added for LA 2028, we got baseball and softball, squash, cricket, 6s lacrosse, and flag football. And now I want to know what your honest opinions are about the additions of those sports for 2028.
Flag football
Honestly,
is literally
flag
just
football
going to
is
be
gonna be great.
flag
honestly,
football is
I-
literally going to be a free gold medal for the U.S.
Yeah.
If they're going to let the NFL players compete, my question is, did they actually let them compete when the World Games were happening in Birmingham?
Not that I was
As I
aware
was
of.
saying, it's still going to be a free win for America because college players.
Probably. Meanwhile, in the Canadian side, we might actually have a way of getting a full-on blowout going forward with
Lacrosse.
lacrosse 6s.
Mm-hmm.
As technically in the World Games, we won both.
Baseball as well is coming back to the
Baseball,
Olympic
softball, I'm going to say U.S. Japan wins the gold in both.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I got to knock you guys down a peg because technically, if I was in softball, I know Canada's going to get third no matter what.
I was gonna say Puerto Rico wins it, but that's okay.
Bro, come on. You know Puerto Rico ain't going to make it.
Puerto Rico can definitely win it in freaking baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Have you not
I wasn't
seen how
referring to
long
Puerto
it took
Rico.
the
I was
World
referring
Classic?
to. I know what you were talking about, but I'm referring to I was referring to softball.
Softball, I don't know who's gonna win that one, but
So I said Japan's gonna probably win it again, and USA's coming in second. Canada's going in third.
yeah, true.
Meanwhile, for the baseball, I'm gonna say at least for that one, and it's gonna be Japan, USA, and I'm gonna say Dominican.
Oh boy. No, I'm saying Puerto Rico.
Dominican.
Puerto Rico.
Doy petite merde.
You are a bitch.
You gotta hook up some DSL in your own place.
No, because I have more. No, because I have a lot of Puerto Rican friends that are really big into baseball.
Fair
They're
enough.
really big on
And
Puerto Rican baseball.
So here's the thing. When's the next World Baseball Classic?
27, I think.
So they probably might use the 2027 World Baseball Classics as an Olympic qualifier event.
That could be fine.
It could be a possibility. Who knows?
Speaking of baseball, Schwarber just hit a homer to cut the lead to 2-1.
Nice. Anyways, apart from that, what else? Trying to think what else do we want to do here.
It's Chaos Ball at this point.
I know it's Chaos Ball at this point.
So anyone has
And I don't want to go into the full rant. To be fair, I do not want to go into the full rant of 6s because I want to save that for a later time.
Yeah.
I want to save that for a later time.
For any sport topic at all.
Let me take a look here.
Like I said, you have to use a name system. So if you got something for sports and you want to shout it, shout it.
Did we do college yet?
We did not.
So should we do like the top 25 for this week?
I got nothing else. Sure, why not? I'll pull it up.
I got it.
No, because those are the possibly short
I
ones.
have it. Penn State and Ohio.
Oh, for games, okay. I was gonna go
Yeah.
by order of ranking.
Well, the Penn State Ohio game.
Let me do the rankings first, and then you can do games.
Yeah, let's do that.
First is very obviously still Georgia. They play Florida this week. Then they're 7-0, but it's fucking Georgia. As far as Carson Beck is actually doing really good. I had my doubts about him earlier in the season, but he's seen the wash those doubts away. Second is obviously Michigan, 7-0 in the Big Ten, and they got a rivalry game tomorrow against Michigan State, which is going to be like a good one to watch. Third, it is Ohio. Well, actually, Ohio State. Sorry, they're 6-0. They got Penn State tomorrow,
which is ranked 7.
Yep. Fourth is Florida State,
FSU,
6-0, and they're fucking dominating right now, and they have a hold of Duke tomorrow night. Fifth is Washington, 6-0, and they got Arizona State tomorrow night. Sixth is Oklahoma, 6-0, and they got UCF tomorrow. Seventh, Penn State, they got 6-0, and they got Ohio State tomorrow in a Big Ten showdown.
Number 8 is Texas.
Texas at 5-1. Tomorrow they got an in-state rivalry with Houston.
Number 9 is the Ducks.
No, hell, time out for a second. How is that? Texas versus Houston in college football and in baseball.
It's fine.
That's ironic as hell. 9th is Oregon.
Anyways.
1.
Yeah.
They got a rivalry with Washington. What about Wazoo?
It's Wazoo. Yeah. Number 9, Oregon's playing against Wazoo.
10th is North Carolina, 6-0. I don't know how the fuck they're not ranked.
They're versing the tank, otherwise known as Virginia.
Yep, they're facing Virginia. 11th is the Roll Tide, 6-1, and they got the Volunteers this week. 12th is Oregon State, 6-1, and they got Arizona next week because they're on a bye this week.
Yep.
Number 13th is Ole Miss, 5-1, and they got a SEC rivalry game against Auburn tomorrow night. 14th
Number
is
4.
Utah. 14th is the Utes. They're 5-1 in the Pac-12, and they got a major test tomorrow as they basically recently defeated USC.
Yes, and they are the 18th seeds.
Yes, I've seen it now. 15th is Notre Dame. They're 6-2, and they travel on to Heinz Field. I don't give a fuck what the name is now. And they play Pittsburgh. Actually, they host Pittsburgh. Never mind. 16th is Duke. They're 5-1, and they will travel on down to Tallahassee to take on Florida State. 17th is the Volunteers, 5-1. They got Bama tomorrow afternoon. 18th is USC, 6-1. They got Utah. After coming off of a loss, they dropped 8 spots. Jesus. 19th is LSU. They are 5-2. And tomorrow they have Army.
Number 20 is Mizzou, and they're playing the Gamecocks.
Yep, they're playing the Gamecocks, and they're sitting at 6-1. Louisville's sitting at 21. They are also 6-1, and they are traveling on down to face Duke. Number 22, it is Air Force, 6-0. They're having a hot season, and they're traveling to play Navy.
To be fair, it's the Commander-in-Chief trophy battle for that one.
Okay. 23 is Tulane. They're 5-1 in the American Athletic Conference.
North Texas.
Yeah, and they got North Texas tomorrow. 24th it is Iowa, 6-1 somehow, and they are playing Minnesota. And
finally, but not least,
UCLA. They are 4-2.
California Classic, Stanford.
California Classic, UCLA and Stanford.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I do have to say something apart from this last week for college. At this point, we probably know that there might be some teams that may not get the chance to compete in the bowls this year. And yeah, we know that will suck balls. Anyways, what else do I want to?
I mean, I guess I can talk about. I guess I could talk about college hockey for a minute because we do have some.
A bit, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Let me just pull up some scores that are happening right now.
Hang on, I'm working on it.
I got it up. Right now, Minnesota is number 1. Minnesota is playing number 5 North Dakota, and they are in the second period with a 2-0 lead over UND. Number 2 Denver is playing number 10 Providence, and with under 5 minutes to go, Providence is on upset alert as they are beating Denver 4-2.
Actually, time out. I think. All right, after you're done, I'm gonna quickly go into the Canadian football.
Yep. BC, number 3 ranked, is taking on RPI. They are beating RPI 4-1 in the second period, 7 minutes in. And the game's about over in Dover, New Hampshire, as Quinnipiac is looking to take a 4-2 win against the Wildcats. The game is over in Michigan State as the 8-seeded Trojans knock off. I don't know who. Kinesis. Bemji is down 3-0 right now to the number 14th seeded Minnesota Duluth. We got a battle in that's Montana State, I think. I have no idea who that bowl is. As they are hosting U-Trash Amherst. Actually, no, it's U-Ass Trashhurst. I'm sorry, because that battle is tied at 3 with about 2.5 to
Hockey's
go.
literally the only sport they're good at.
And yet somehow
thing. It's a rivalry thing. You wouldn't understand.
I know what you mean.
Game is over in Colgate as my UMass Lowell Riverhawks beat Colgate 4-2.
Hope you're happy.
Yep, I am happy. And with
that
to go in North Andover, Merrimack College is pretty much going to beat Clark's 4-1, and that game just ended.
All right.
Holy Cross and Robert Morrissey are tied at 1 with about 90 seconds left in the third.
Did you see Robert Morrissey?
All right, with that.
UConn is down to Union 4-1 with the game about to be over. Bentley's up 1-0 on Stonehill. With 30 seconds left. I have.
Where are you looking at all
what
this
team is
scores?
that? Lindenwood and St. Thomas. That's 3-2 game with 5 minutes left in the second. And,
all right.
And that is
that it?
Nope, we got one more active game. We got Long Island and Colorado College tied at 0-0, 11.5 left to go in the first. So games that have already happened. Notre Dame beat number 6 Boston University 4-1. Number 7 Michigan absolutely ass blasted in Brazil Ohio State 7-1.
Oh God, not that score. Not that score.
Western Michigan beats Bowling Green 5-2. Penn State beat American International 3-2. Wisconsin upsets number 17 Michigan Tech 4-2. And RIT defeats Sacred Heart 4-2.
All right. And now I got to get into games that are happening for CFL because we're 1 week away from finishing up the season, actually, after this week.
So this is the penultimate week right here.
This is the second to last. This is the second to last week.
That's what penultimate means.
Columbus is up 2-1 on Calgary. Elias Lindholm just made it a 2-1 game. And
Nice.
the Devils and the Islanders will be coming back from second intermission shortly. That is a 3-2.
Okay. All right. With that said, for CFL games,
I know Stampeders and Lions are about to start for the CFL.
Yes, they start
10.
Yep. And tomorrow, starting at 4, we have Argos. And then at 7, it's the Elks and the Blue Bombers.
Argonauts have been fucking dominant this year.
No crap.
14-2. Are you shitting me?
I said no crap, man. And then for week 21, because we're off that week, the Blue Bombers and the Stampeders are competing alongside with the Ticats and the Alouettes, and finishing off, it's the Argos and the Red Blacks.
God knows we need a rivalry game to end that. Beautiful.
Yep. Meanwhile, in your standings, with your standings in the CFL, well, heading up the East, it's going to be Toronto, Montreal, and Hamilton.
The Hamilton Tigers
going into the playoff contenders with the Red Blacks getting eliminated.
I want you to agree with me on something, Halv, real quick. Halv, I want you to agree with me on something real quick. The Hamilton Tiger Cats, based on their record so far, are kind of like the CFL's version of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What? False hope and optimism run supreme?
Yep.
I can't blame you for that. And with that said, we say goodbye to the Red Blacks. Meanwhile, in the West, Winnipeg and BC have already punched their tickets, with Edmonton already bowing out. Calgary and Saskatchewan are probably going to be doing a bunch of butchering with themselves later this week.
Yep. Alan, do you got anything sports-related you want to throw in there? Throw into the hat?
Not at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, you got
with
anything?
that said,
I'll make sure I was on the table.
All right.
Sarah, you got anything you want to throw into the hat?
For what?
Any sports you want to talk about quickly or whatever?
One thing I will announce, which will be a banger of the match, although WWE is gonna tease us all, coming up at Crown Jewel in Saudi, next Saudi show. It's gonna be Roman Reigns versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Dummy.
Also,
yeah.
Also, Sarah, let's talk about this really quickly too.
Sting?
His last match.
Yeah, I expected
Revolution
that to happen.
2024.
So he's retiring for good this time. I mean, it makes sense. He's in his 60s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least this time he can actually retire on his own term.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's the best thing you could ask for, is someone retiring on their own terms and not let an injury.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, speaking of one last news, illogical, you probably know where I'm going with this for another soccer reference.
I don't know, but go ahead.
At the end of the year, Chris.
Oh, yeah, your thing cut out. But I know exactly where Helv is going with this.
All right, can you hear me again?
Yeah, I got a Helv because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Canadian women's soccer legend Christine Sinclair, the heart and soul of that team, is calling it quits after this season.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed watching her play at the Women's World Cup this past July and August.
Here, and especially
I
after
wish she was able to
Canada won the gold.
Yeah.
As well as Canada won the gold in the Olympics.
Yep.
Hashtag beat that Amerikanski.
Yeah. Yep. So, Sinclair, thank you for your years of service to our country, into the team, and we wish you very well in retirement. Mm-hmm. And I think on that note, Health, I think it's safe to say we can end this.
Yep.
The show ran a lot smoother than I was expecting it to.
Kind of, but not really. Well, yes, but not really.
No. Well, yes, but actually no.
Yeah. With that said,
I
can finally say week break starts now. Thank you guys so much.
So I'll do the outro. Thank you guys for watching this week at TFD. Next time we see you all, it will be Halloween. Next time you see me on my channel, it'll be Sunday night for a football showdown of the ages. Eagles, Dolphins. Thank you, and good night.
Hang on, and final